while ago, I had an experience that changed my life. I was going through a rough patch in life. I felt like I was trying so hard, but yet failing. Trying to be a good husband, a good father, a good provider, which when I say provider, we all know what that means. Make money. I was trying to succeed at my job. I was trying to be a good friend, a good neighbor. But no matter how hard I tried, I felt like I just couldn't do it. I couldn't be happy because I couldn't be who I thought I needed to be or do what I thought I needed to do. I went through some pretty heavy internal depression, meaning I put on a front for others that I wasn't depressed, but deep down inside, it was getting bad. I remember one night I was having a really hard time. I was drowning in my own self-pity, so I decided to go for a run, which was typical for me to do during these times. I would put on my headphones, turn on a motivating or inspirational YouTube video, and go. I would often go near my house where a new housing development was being constructed. Reason for that was there was nobody around. It was just me and my thoughts. There was this long hill that I would run up and down. It started at the bottom of the housing development and went all the way to the top. The road was freshly paved, but was only about 5 to 6 feet wide. I had been there about an hour and hadn't seen any person or any car. I knew I was alone, or so I thought. I was listening to a video by Holly Furtick. She was talking about an experience she had when in Jerusalem on a sightseeing tour. This one morning, they were going to be traveling for a couple hours to visit a site. So she got in the bus, put on her headphones, and intended to tune everything out until they arrived at the site. Throughout the bus ride, she noticed the tour guide kept pointing things out to the group, but she didn't pay any attention and kept listening to her headphones. But then she received a strong impression to take off her headphones. She ignored it at first, but then it came again. Take off your headphones. So she did, and throughout the rest of the bus ride, she learned a lot of things from the tour guide that she wouldn't have learned if she had not taken off her headphones. This lesson hit me pretty hard, but I wasn't quite sure why. It started to rain outside, but I didn't mind. I laid down in the middle of the paved road, still with my headphones in, and started to cry. I rewound the video to listen to it again. Take off your headphones. I kept listening to what she was saying, but then I heard something say the same thing to me. Ty, take off your headphones. I ignored it, but then I heard it again. So I stood up, took off my headphones, and turned around. Right then I saw a car speeding down the 5-foot wide road right towards me. It had no clue I was there. It was pitch dark. I had nowhere to go. It was mud on both sides of the road due to the rain, but I couldn't stay on the road. So I jumped off to the side into the mud right as the car sped right past me, still not seeing me. I was trembling with fear, but also with gratitude for that voice telling me to take off my headphones. If I wouldn't have finally listened to that voice, I would have stayed laying in the road with my headphones on, not hearing the car come towards me, and I would not be here today. Those feelings quickly turned to peace, knowing that God had just saved my life. I learned 2 lessons that day. 1, don't lay in the road in the middle of the night. And 2, peace comes not from the absence of trouble, but from the presence of God. We are always going to have troubles in our life and struggle from time to time. But as long as I knew God's presence was with me, I could have peace. I could be happy. And that's what this vibe band is all about. The scripture states, "And he said, my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest." So remember, God's presence is always with us, and that is the best present we can ever receive. Sometimes we just need to take off our headphones to recognize it.